Time to repair the Nucleus. What the hell is a Nucleus, you're going to say? Is it something from Waldorf? No. This is the Nucleus. And it's a job that I've been trying to do for ages. It's got nothing to do with music per se, except that when you have gigging bands, then this is a great centerpiece to have somewhere on the stage, throwing lights all over your crowd. It just adds to the atmosphere. Now, what's broken on it? Well, one of the mirrors is broken on it. So what I'm going to do is I have had the part sitting here in a box on the bench for must be nearly a year now. I actually ordered it not long after I moved in here, and I've been kind of putting off repairing this purely because I had to go and get it from the lockup. It comes in a big box, etc, etc, etc. Nada, nada, nada. Put off. So this time I'm going to repair this. I'm going to video the repair so you guys can see what I'm doing, and if somebody else has to do a mirror repair on a Nucleus DJ, you know what, you know how to do it. But if you're looking for a synthesizer, not this video. So now to get on with unpacking the mirror and getting on with the repair. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go over to Instagram and follow me there. Go over to Facebook, follow me there. That's where the normal notices are. And consider becoming a Patreon. Okay, so this is the mirror that's broken. As you can see, it's kind of still holding on because there's a, if I show you the new one, you can see there is this sort of membrane behind the glass, and that's kind of what's holding it together. Otherwise those pieces would have broken off. If I just put it to one side. So what we need to do is we need to replace this mirror, and as far as I can see, it's a relatively simple job. We just need to undo these two screws that are on this rotating stepper motor, and then this mirror should just pop off. So in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to go for my trusted office screwdriver set for small screws, and we'll see if we can find a head that is suitable. Actually, it might be I can use the bigger screwdriver for this. Actually, I think we can use the bigger screwdriver. So we go for the bigger screwdriver, which is bigger bits. I think it's probably going to be one of those. That looks good. And trusty screwdriver. And what we're going to do here now, this rotates through what's that? That's 180 degrees, isn't it? And then this rotates through not quite 90 degrees, but that's how you get the effect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that with my hand steady in one place so that I can just undo these screws, and it requires a little bit of pressure to do that, and the screw comes off like so, and again do the second one. I'm going to hold it in position like so. Be careful not to put too much excessive force on these, because effectively these are all balanced so that they work with the stepper motors, and then we can take that one off. Look at that, just comes off in one piece. And then we're going to put the second one back, the new one, in its place. So there's the new one, and it just slots on like so. Yeah. And like with all these things, don't tighten the screws up completely until you've got all the screws in place, like so. It's not going in straight. Still not going in straight. I was told by a technician many years ago that if a screw won't go into its socket straight, then you might need to just give it a bit of encouragement. And the way to do that was actually to unwind the screw. So as you saw me going, I was actually as if I was taking the screw off to allow the screw to locate on top of the area, and then you then effectively try to tighten it up, and if it then is properly located, the screw will then go down, otherwise you'll feel resistance. So, and you keep doing that until you get the screw to go down properly. So that appears to have fixed that. There's the old mirror, which can now go in the bin. So the last thing to do on this little repair is to get this thing powered up, and it is a standard IC cable. So we put that in like so. And that's our new mirror, remember that. And where's the power socket? There's the power socket. So okie dokie, it's got power, let's give it some juice. I think we can class that as a success. Okay, final part of the repair is just to give the machine a bit of or the lens and the mirrors a bit of a clean. So they tend to, like all flat surfaces, you get a film of dust over them. So this is no different, and I just decided that the new mirror was nice and shiny and the other mirrors weren't so shiny, and you couldn't really register it on camera, but I could see it. So all you do is standard Windoline, Windex, Mr. Muscle window cleaner, depending on where you are, and a lint-free cloth, and you just wipe it over the mirrors and the lens. When you're cleaning the mirrors, remember on this thing and any movable mirror to support the mirror with your finger. So when it's switched off, put your fingers underneath the mirror so that when you're actually wiping the mirrors clean with your solution, you're not putting stress on the stepper motors, otherwise you could actually break the stepper motors. So that's a top tip. Just put your fingers underneath the mirrors so you can clean them, and then obviously I've just cleaned the lenses, which you probably can't see, but they were quite misty as well, so they've just been cleaned. And that is the repair of this thing. Now if you're a band, these sort of center effects, they're not expensive, they're LEDs, and the LEDs actually have quite a throw on them, especially in a darkened room. Obviously I'm not in a darkened room, I've got lights on so that I can film. What I might try and do is do a separate video and just put this up on a stand with some music going, just so you can see what this thing does. You can either control it has a microphone built in, so as I'm tapping it you can see it's changing patterns, and as I'm speaking it's listening to my voice, although it's not very loud, and obviously I've got it set for a louder environment. But it does have an auto program on here where it just run through stuff, or you can actually program it, and it actually is really effective when you do program it using DMX and your computer. So anyway, that's now fixed. That can go back in the box for the time being. I have got a trip to the lockup scheduled for a couple of days time, so all this stuff that I brought back to be repaired will be going back to the lockup. But it's just good to get the repair done. Alright, on that note I will say live long and prosper, and I will see you on the next video.